taking on Iona Prep in this non-league contest. I'm Mark Lerman along with Jason Goldsklang. Eitan Spring and Danny Kameny are filming for us. New Rochelle will be opening up with Richie Vinci centering for Frank Galliano on the left, Mike Hurley on the right, Kevin Tierney and Mike Lepore on defense. Iona opening up with Vinny Bubalo centering for Mike Ryan on the left, Lenny Spano on the right, and Sean Donahue and Rob Negron on defense. Bubalo against Vinci for the face-off. Vinci wins it, and we're underway. Tierney bangs it off the boards. Hurley chasing. Negron takes control. Negron goes down. Nothing calls. New Rochelle keeps it in. Tierney's wrists it towards the net. Blocked in front. Spano takes the puck. Galliano forechecking. Spano moves it across for Ryan. Ryan able to clear it out of the zone. All the way down it goes. Lepore takes it. Spano on him. Puck knocked into the corner. Comes out in front. Spano shot save. Montleone rebound. He covers it. Big save by D. Montleone early on in the game.
Montleone wasn't able to cover it up at first, but he was able to regain his composure, get his balance back, and dive and stop the puck. And Iona had a good chance right there, as a couple players could have gotten a shot off, but good defense by New Rochelle as they were able to tie him up before Montleone was able to cover it.
Spano with another shot right there, but it was blocked in front. New Rochelle set to break out. Thaw sends it all the way down the ice. This will be an icing. And play stops with 14:11 to go in the first period. Still scoreless.
Well, one thing we noticed, Mark, when we came in is the small size of the Iona team. And that might be a factor, as New Rochelle will have more substitutes, and they'll be able to rotate better, and players will get their rest, while the Iona players might be fatigued come the third period tonight.
That's a good point. Iona only carrying 10 players on the team. 2 of them are goaltenders. So in all likelihood, we'll see Iona go with 2 lines and 4 defensemen. Here's Zaccanino. He gets a back pass to Albany. It's off his stick, and it comes out of the zone. Sent right back in where Lepore takes it. Lepore able to clear it out. He sends it ahead for Cayano. Cayano gets by Zaccanino, moving towards the net. Cayano, centering pass in front. It goes in, but it's waved off. The net had come off the moorings just before the puck went in, and we're still scoreless.
They might have called interference on that, as a couple of the New Rochelle players and an Iona player messed up with the goalie, and the goalie fell down right before the shot went off, so they could just call coincidental interference, no penalty, but just a face-off in the Iona zone.
That's Joey Starst in goal for the Iona Prep Irish. Dean Montleone in goal for the Huguenots across the ice. So that goal was waved off because the net had come off. Sharma on for the face-off. He wins it. Back to Larcy. Larcy's shot deflected wide. Around the boards it goes. Zappino sends it back into the corner. Ryan Zappino going for it. Albany's there. Behind the net. Comes back to the corner. Iona sets to clear. Sharma with the big hit, and Zappino takes over. Zappino moving down. He takes down Blanchard. Zappino still with it. Voids the hit of Tanzi. Gets it back to Sharma. Sharma back to Zappino. Zappino centering pass comes all the way through. Goes to the far corner. Markham there. He fans on it. Apicella hits him. Puck moves up the boards, blocked by Sharma. But now Blanchard able to clear it all the way down. Larcy going for it. Larcy picks it up as both teams change. Larcy pass misses connection with Sharma, goes all the way down. Negron forced to play it. He takes a hit from Grable. Donahue goes for the puck. Donahue, outlet pass to Bubalo. Bubalo, Spano on his right, takes it across. Here's Spano, he shoots wide. Around the boards it goes. Iona had a 3-on-2 advantage there. Iona still controlling. Here's Ryan. Works away from Hurley. New Rochelle trying to clear, can't do it. Negron keeps it at the line, sends it back to the corner. Larcy going for it there. Spano on him. Both players fighting for it. Ryan with a big hit on Larcy. Sharma trying to come away with it. Sharma sends it to Zappino, and he's able to bang it off the glass and out of the zone.
Almost went into the crowd there, but it hit the top of the glass. Good pressure by Iona as they were able to keep the puck in the zone a couple times in a row.
The puck deflected out of play with 12:10 remaining in the first period. Still scoreless. Right now we seem to be seeing offensive opportunities by both sides. On that last Iona rush, they had the 3-on-1 advantage. And Bubalo got it off to Spano, who shot it just wide.
Yeah, it's been back and forth. New Rochelle has good pressure, and they get a couple shots off. Then it's down to the other side. Monteleone faces some action. And so far, it's been a pretty even game, as the score indicates. 0-0 still.
Of course, the New Rochelle and Iona hockey teams have a very good rivalry, as do all the New Rochelle and Iona sport teams. That centering attempt covered up by Stars, and he holds on. Earlier in the season, New Rochelle took Iona, and both teams fought to a 4-all tie. Mike Hurley got a hat trick in that game, as did Tansey for Iona. And so, with neither team holding an advantage in the season series thus far, and this being the last remaining game, each team has an extra incentive to win.
Definitely, this is for the rivalry and for the bragging rights until next year. Good save by Sparse as he covers up again. Another face-off on that shot by Tierney.
Vinci will be on for the face-off against Tansey. Tierney takes it. His shot blocked. Hurley goes for it along the side. Hurley shoots, saves, Stars, rebounds, comes out in front, and Iona able to clear. Tierney knocks it off the stick of Blanchard. Blanchard takes it back and sends it on goal. Monteleone leaves it for Lepore. Lepore trying to get by Bubalo. Sends it ahead off Hurley's stick. Blanchard shot, save. Monteleone rebound goes into the corner. Tansey goes for it there. His pass is blocked. Tierney with the puck. Tries the other side. Hurley going for it. Blanchard on him. Blanchard goes down. Tansey takes the puck. Back pass for Zaccanino. And now Tierney takes over. New Rochelle 2-on-1. Tierney's got Hurley on his left. Tierney winds up and shoots, but he's offsides. Mike Hurley entered the zone just ahead of the play.
Hurley a little bit too excited on that 2-on-2 breakaway as he sped up a little bit before the puck cleared the zone, and Coach Tozo is livid right now as he's yelling at Mike Hurley, and Hurley goes off the ice, and the ref was right in position and was able to make the calls. Josh Thaw comes on along with Neil Fish.
This has been one of New Rochelle's better lines of late. Chris Cayano along with Neil Fish and Josh Thaw. Those players have combined to score 23 points in their last 5 games. Delayed offsides, and we have a whistle as Iona touches up. Faceoff will be deep in Iona territory.
Well, 10:53 remaining in the first, and it's been a pretty even game. Right now, we'd like to take the opportunity to thank our cameraman, Eitan Spring, doing a good job as always. Remember the views from the bridge class, and Danny Kameny, who's down on remote, and he's always helpful with us. And Eitan would like to let everyone know he has a new show that's in the works right now. Should be out in a couple months, and he describes it as sort of a late night with David Letterman type show. So stay tuned for that.
Cayano passed across for Zaffino, misses connection with him. That show we all want you to watch, Todd and Eitan's big show. When it does come on, no date set of yet. Here's Fish with the puck, taken away by Iona. Iona breaks out. Pass ahead for Bubalo. Bubalo shoots, save Monteleone. Bubalo shooting from behind the blue line. Varsity moves it across for Cayano. Cayano able to get it out before being checked. Iona takes over again. Here's Spano with the puck. He sends it into the New Rochelle territory where Varsity takes over. Moves it ahead for Thaw. Thaw trying to work away from Bubalo. Gets it over to Ryan Zaffino. He gets it ahead to Neil Fish. Fish bangs it into the zone. Cayano going for it. Negron there. Negron moves it ahead. Ryan takes it for Iona. Ryan clears it out. Just misses connection with Spano. Zaffino for Larcy. Larcy takes it behind the net. He waits for his teammates. Moves it ahead, and it comes out of the zone as it bounces past Negron. Apicella going for it. Race for the puck, but Donahue able to chip it away from Apicella. Apicella takes it back. Spano able to deflect it out of the zone.
You could see Apicella's eyes light up right there, and we figured out before, thanks to Danny Jackson, our mathematician, that Apicella's averaging 2.4 or 2.3 goals per game, depending on whose statistics you go by. And
Sharma moving towards the net. He shoots, saves, starts, rebound, cleared aside. Opportunity right there for Neil Sharma. Here's Apicella moving towards the net. He can't get the shot up as he was being tied up. Albanese tries to clear, can't do it. Blocked by Zaffino. Goes back into the corner. Chris Zaffino takes it there. Centering pass. Apicella was being tied up and he couldn't get good wood on it. Here's Albanese. He moves it ahead. Blocked by Sharma. Now Tansey takes over and he should be able to clear. Some heavy pressure by New Rochelle right there. Here's Tansy. He tries to send it in, tries to get by Varsity, but he's hit hard. Sharma takes it in the corner, moves it ahead, and Chris Zapino takes it. He should be able to clear. Ahead for Apicella. Apicella moving in 1-on-2. Deflects it off his stick. Chris Zapino takes it. He moves it ahead. Now Iona trying to clear it out. Sharma can't keep it in, and Iona takes it back at center.
And right now, after some New Rochelle chances, Iona's getting some chances, and all I could say is right now it's a pretty even game. The teams are feeling each other out, and I look for more scoring in the second period since we haven't had any yet.
In the last New Rochelle-Iona game, both teams started off a little slowly, but at the end of the game, each team had 4 goals, so we're likely to see some scoring later on. Both teams fighting for the puck behind the Iona net. The puck comes loose to Ryan. Ryan hit by New Rochelle. There's a back pass for Lepore. Lepore moving, and his shot blocks, and the rebound taken by Iona. Here's Tansy. Iona 2-on-1. Tansy across to Spano. He tries to get it back to Tansy, but his pass was deflected, and New Rochelle breaks it up. Vinci bangs it off the boards and out of the zone. Sent right back in by Negron, delayed offsides. Behind the net, 7:38 to go first period, still scoreless. Tierney, head for Vinci. Outlet pass for Galliano. Galliano moving in 2-on-2. He's got Hurley on his left. Drops it back for Hurley. Hurley wasn't able to take control. Here's Ryan with the puck. Ryan, head for Spano, off his stick, and it goes all the way down. That'll be an icing call, and play stops with 7:15 to go in the first period.
Coach Tozo was quite irate at Hurley there as Galliano drew the 3 defensemen over, set Hurley up perfectly for the shot, but Hurley might have been looking at the net and not at the puck, and it just went right by him. So 7:15 remaining, still 0-0.
Mike Hurley might have been in awe of Frank Galliano's pretty skating moves, and he wasn't paying as much attention as he should have. But in either case, we're still scoreless. New Rochelle takes over. Here's Fish with the puck across for Thaw. Thaw moving in. Saved by Starks. Rebound cleared aside. New Rochelle with another big opportunity there. Thaw takes over again. Across for Cayano. Here's Cayano with the puck. Trying to get by Negron. Thaw winds up. He shoots. Saves. Starks. Rebounds. Comes to Laporte. His shot deflected high and out of play.
Well, that shot hit the American flag as the flag twirled around. Pretty high shot. And once again, this line of Thaw, Cayano, and Fish provides some scoring opportunities for New Rochelle. And they had at least 3 shots right there. Each of them had a chance. Thaw had a couple, Cayano, and Fish had some shots earlier in the game. But none of them have scored as of yet. And there'll be a face-off in the Iona zone.
That line of Chris Cayano, Neil Fish, and Josh Thaw, as we've said, has been going very well. At least one member of that line has scored in all but 4 games this season. And that's a tribute to how hard they work. Here's Cayano with the puck. Tries to get it over to Thaw. Thaw takes it. His centering attempt was blocked. Cayano goes for it. Cayano takes it. Cross for Zapino. Zapino with room, trying to control. He sends it back into the corner. Spano going for it. He tries to clear, and he does. All the way down it goes. Larcy going for it. Tansy on him. Both players go down, and the puck cleared back to center. Negron sends it right back in. Larcy goes for it. Larcy makes the connection with Fish. Fish, lead pass for Cayano. Drops it back for Thaw. Thaw winds up. He shoots wide. Comes to Fish. Fish takes the puck. He tries to center, and it's blocked by Iona. Iona trying to break out. Can't do it. Kept in by Fish. Fish with the puck. Has it slide off his stick and out of the zone. Fish sends it back in and goes for a change. Iona breaking out. Markham sends it ahead. Larcy for Worrell. Worrell sends it in. Albanese going for it. Sharma takes it. Puck comes loose. Sharma takes it back. Sharma trying to work away from Bubalo. Sharma still with it. Behind the net for Apicella. Apicella has it in his skates. He's waiting. He shoots. Saves. Starks. Rebound cleared aside into the corner. Delayed penalty upcoming on Iona. Apicella takes the puck. Montleone skates towards the bench. Apicella has it slide off his stick as he tried the wraparound. Zapino. He's hit by Spano. Zapino still with it. Into the corner. And as Bubalo touches the puck, we have our first penalty of the game. Play stopping with 5:15 to go in the first period. New Rochelle will go on the power play.
Well, we almost had our first altercation of the game as Albanese of Iona was hanging on to the foot of Kurt Worrell. And Worrell was trying to shake him off, let the ref know what was going on. The ref didn't make a call since he made the penalty call earlier. and luckily nothing resulted from that as Albanese finally released his grip. So 5:15 remaining, still 0-0.
Albanese calls for the penalty. 90 seconds for holding. So New Rochelle, whose power play has been going very well of late, will have the chance to exercise it right here. New Rochelle going with Vinci, centering for Apicella and Hurley. Tierney and Lepore on defense. Vinci wins it to Hurley. Hurley sends it into the corner. Around the boards it goes. Apicella takes it. New Rochelle trying to set up. Apicella back pass for Lepore, but it comes out of the zone. Tierney trying to regroup at center. Iona going with Tansey, Blanchard, Donahue, and Bubbalo, but Tansey able to clear. All the way down it goes. Tierney takes it. He sends it ahead for Vinci, off his stick, taken over by Apicella. Gets it over to Hurley. Hurley takes it across the line, takes the blast, saves Stars, and the rebound taken by Donahue. Donahue sends it into the Iona bench. So play stops with 4:38 to go in the first period. A minute 23, or a minute 13, I should say, to go in the power play.
Good goaltending tonight by Sparse. He seems to be the type of goalie who doesn't commit himself. He likes to stand up straight in the crease, and he takes a lot of hits with his pads. He doesn't use the glove or the stick too much.
Excuse me. There is only 53 seconds to go in the power play. I miscalculated. Cayano on for the face-off as New Rochelle puts on Fish, Cayano, and Thaw. Tierney and Lepore remain on defense. Iona wins the face-off. Fish forechecking. Tierney able to block it. He sends it down, but Iona is able to clear. Comes back to center. Lepore takes it. Bubbalo forechecking. Lepore sends it across. Taken by Kevin Tierney. Tierney pass deflected by Spano, but it's taken by Lepore. New Rochelle sends it in, but it's cleared right back out. Lead pass for Bubbalo, but it's too far ahead of him. Bubbalo skating for it, but Montleone able to stick it into the corner. Cayano takes the puck. He sends it ahead for Fish. 15 seconds to go in the New Rochelle power play. Here's Thaw. Thaw takes it across the line, sends it on goal, sticked aside by Stars. Fish goes for it in the corner, gets it to Thaw. Thaw tries a back pass, but it's taken by Bubbalo, and he clears out to center. That should just about do it for the New Rochelle power play as Albanese steps onto the ice. Sides are evened up at 5. Bubbalo with a big hit on Thaw, skating for the puck, but Tierney able to get there first and chip it out of the zone.
Each team has had their fair share of big hits, as you saw the hit right there on Thaw. And it's been a physical game. As we said, it's a big rivalry, and you have to expect big hitting plays like those.
Here's Tansey with an intercept, but Sabino able to ride him out of the play. That was a good point, Jason. Blanchard with a centering attempt, misses connection with Tansey. Tansey going for it in the corner. Tansey tries a centering pass, taken by Cayano. He tries to clear, but he can't do it. It's kept in by Negron. Tierney goes for the puck, takes it behind the net. Tierney, pass ahead for Cayano, off his stick. Blanchard, one-time shot by Spano goes wide. That was Ryan, excuse me. Tansey in the corner. Under 3 minutes to go in the first period, still scoreless. Apicella takes the puck. Apicella, stick handling in front of his own net, able to carry out to center. Still trying to... He shoots wide. Around it goes. Cayano takes it. Cayano, the back pass, the misses. He sends it right back in.
Good skating by Apicella, but he didn't have the shot he wanted. The angle was a little bit too different. As a result, the shot went wide. Big hit right there by Mike Larcy.
Big hit, as Jason just said, on Markham. He's still trying to pick up his stick, and he looks as if he's okay, but that was really a tremendous hit laid on by Mike Larcy. Play stopping right now. I believe it was just an offsides. 2:17 to go in the period, and we're still scoreless.
Well, just a little update on the Cable 36 Sports Wire. Last night, which you probably will have seen before this game, New Rochelle basketball took on Plainfield Cardinals of New Jersey. They went on to an easy victory by 21 points. And New Rochelle then, earlier that evening, had a swim meet, which also Cable 36 later. They took on John Jay, and they were not successful as they lost. Larcy gets hit with the face-off in the mat.
But here's Spano skating for it, trying for the breakaway. Spano moving in. Can't get the shot off. Well, he got a backhand shot off anyway, but Montleone stops it.
As Larcy was a bit surprised there, but he was able to get back, distract Spano a bit, and Montleone was able to wedge it in between his pad and the post.
The advantage New Rochelle had there was the Rochelle had Zappino and Larcy back as Tansy moved towards the net. Zappino went down and Larcy tried to stay on Tansy. And Tansy was forced to go to the backhand and take the shot, which Monteleone stopped easily. 2:06 to go in the first period. Bubalo on for the face-off against Apicella. New Rochelle right now is actually able to get it out of the zone. Stars winds it around the boards. Negron going for it. Hurley takes it. Comes instead to Ryan. Ryan has it go off his stick. At center, Laporte takes it. Ryan trying to get his stick free, but Laporte breaks it up. Hurley sends it ahead. Broken up by Negron. Apicella takes it back off sides. Puck just came out of the zone when Apicella brought it in. Minute 40 to go in the first.
Hurley tried to make things happen. He wasn't able to get a handle on the puck. As a result, he was in the zone, and that's when Apicella got a hold of it, but offsides is the call. And it's been a pretty even game as it's still 0-0 with 1:40 remaining.
Vinci on for the face-off, but it's won by Bubalo. He sends it ahead. Tierney breaks it up and sends it back to the Iona ends. Zaccanino, his pass deflected. Worrell going for the puck. Here's Kurt Worrell. Backhand centering pass comes on goal, and it's covered up by Stars.
Worrell got that shot off, and he's been getting some shots lately, even though he is a defenseman. And right now, you can see the effects of the fatigue that Iona has, as New Rochelle is just beating them to the loose pucks, and they're showing their speed as New Rochelle makes a couple changes.
As Jason just said, New Rochelle has the advantage in that they have many more players. New Rochelle is now able to put Kurt Worrell and Chris Zappino on the ice. New Rochelle going with 3 lines otherwise, so New Rochelle certainly should be more well-rested, and in the third period, we're likely to see some more offensive opportunities for the Huguenots. Just saw some action along the boards that brought the fans to life. Iona sends the puck into the New Rochelle ends. Into the corner it goes. Big hit laid on Mike Larcy, but he's able to get back up. That was Mike Ryan with the hit on him. 1 minute to go in the first period. Chris Zappino sends it ahead, broken up by Iona.
Well, the fans came to life as Larcy was, as an offsides is called, as Larcy was hit. And it seems Mike Larcy, who is one of New Rochelle's biggest hitters, he seems to be a favorite person to pick on for the opposing team's crowd. If you remember a couple of games ago against Nyack, he almost got in a slight altercation with one of the fans, actually a middle-aged fan, so that would have been an interesting fight.
Absolutely. Mike Larcy is one of those players that fans on opposing teams just love to hate. One of those premier players. Here's Neil Fish having it knocked off his stick. We have 40 seconds to go in the game. Mike Larcy, not one of the biggest scorers in the league, but he certainly is a target for opposing teams and their fans. Josh Thaw takes over at center. 30 seconds to go in the first. Here's Cayano taking it across the line, working his way towards the net. Cayano still with it. Centering pass blocked in front, and it's covered up by Stars. 18 seconds to go in the first, scoreless.
Good cover up by Stars as the fans are still piling in, and we're almost over the 1,000 count as Eitan Spring, as usual, did our attendance figures, counting it all by himself, no one helping him, as the face-off will be in the Iona zone.
Cayano will be on for the face-off. New Rochelle makes some minor changes. Apicella comes on left wing right now. Bubalo wins the face-off. Iona trying to clear, and it comes out to center. Tierney going for it, race for the puck. Spano trying to take control, but it's kicked away. Tierney lifts it into the New Rochelle bench, and play stops once more. 7 seconds to go in the first, no score of yet.
Well, the face-off will be in the New Rochelle zone, so with 7 seconds left, it is possible for Iona to get off a shot if they can win the face-off, or possibly if they could steal the face-off and get a shot right from that.
And one thing that is a possibility for Iona coach Danny Cole right now, though it doesn't look like he'll be doing it, would be to pull goalie Joe Stars to put on an extra skater in the hopes that Vinny Bubalo would be able to win the face-off to a right-handed shot who could get the quick shot off and score. New Rochelle won the face-off, though. 3 seconds to go in the first, and that should do it. Each team had some good offensive opportunities in the first, but both teams were denied. We're going to step outside for a moment, and we'll be back with the second period. Remember, you're watching Cable 36, New Rochelle's hockey station.
It Takes a lot of guts to tell someone he's too drunk to drive. But you can do it. Just say it. Because if you don't, there may be nothing left to say.
Kevin, I'm going to drive.
Take the keys, call a cab, take a stand. Friends don't let friends drive drunk.
Welcome back. New Rochelle and Iona entering the second period of play. No score of yet. New Rochelle with Richie Vinci on for the face-off against Vinny Bubalo. Bubalo wins it. Ryan going for it. He chips it ahead. Varsity takes it. Bangs it off the boards. Richie Vinci has a big hit laid on him. Fans roar, but nothing called. That was Lenny Spano with the hit. Richie Vinci goes back, but a penalty called. Richie Vinci, in retaliation, appeals to his teammates that he didn't do anything wrong, but he'll be sitting off 90 seconds for what I believe is an interference penalty. Play stopping with 14:44 to go in the second period. New Rochelle entering this game with a record of 6-7-1 overall, but 6-1 in their own division. New Rochelle needs only one interdivisional game to clinch the division away from the Pelham Pelicans, who have a record of 5-2-1. But New Rochelle has the game in hand. Here's Hurley with the puck, but Iona able to break it up. Iona on the power play. Bubalo, Ryan, and Tansy. Ryan taking it across the line, but offsides. 14:32 to go in the second. Iona will be on the power play for another minute 20.
Little camera problems down there as Danny Kameny normally does main camera. No one ever told him switch sides in between periods. But we have that all settled because we know you like to see New Rochelle score rather than Dean Monteleone give up a goal. I'm a little out of breath from running up and down.
Well, we know that an avid versatile sportsman that you are, Jason, you should be able to handle it. Jason's played baseball in the past, tennis. Iona on the power play, though. Bubalo trying to take the puck, but it's cleared out. Kurt Worrell and Chris Zafino combining to get the puck out of the zone. Tierney takes over. His clearing attempt was blocked by Ryan. Tierney tries the other side. Laporte takes it, gets it back to Tierney. Tierney fires out of the zone and off the boards. All the way down it goes. Bubalo going for it. Bubalo takes it with Kurt Worrell forechecking. Kurt Worrell blocks it, but it comes to the slot where Bubalo takes it back. Puck knocked loose again. Iona able to clear. Minute to go in the Iona power play. Or 30 seconds, I should say. Here's Zaccanino with the puck. He sends it into the New Rochelle ends. Laporte going for it. Laporte winds it around. Chris Zafino takes it. In front, backhander, save Monteleone. Rebound cleared aside. That was Lenny Spano with the big scoring opportunity with the behind-the-back shot. But Monteleone was alert and made the save. Another 5 seconds to go in the power play. Puck behind the net. Richie Vinci steps out of the box, and the sides are evened up at 5. In the slot, Bubalo shoots. Save Monteleone. Rebound comes out. New Rochelle able to clear. Here's Spano with the puck. He sends it the other way. Each team 0 for 1 on the power play so far. Here's Ryan. He takes it across the line. He winds up. He shoots high. Monteleone may have got a piece of it. Kurt Worrell sends it ahead and out of the zone. Rolls all the way down.
Well, a lot of action just took place in the New Rochelle zone. Maybe it was a bad decision by us to move Danny Kameny to the other side. Hopefully, though, New Rochelle will score.
That's a good point. New Rochelle, though, Dean Monteleone in particular, making a number of big saves. The last save in the slot was probably one of his better. 12:39 to go in the second period, still scoreless.
As the crowd gets bigger and bigger, as some of the fans came up here, security doing a good job as always at Playland, cleared them out to give us our broadcasting room that we need. All our equipment, the replay stuff that unfortunately is not working yet. It's still not operational. Maybe next year.
So we hope. Varsity sends the puck into the zone. Iona trying to clear out, can't do it. Goes back into the corner. Albanese going for it. Apicella there first. He gets it to Sharma. He gets it back to Apicella. Apicella looking, centering, cleared aside by Iona. Goes all the way down. Varsity going for it. Blanchard on him. Sharma tries to clear. Apicella takes it, and he's able to take it out to center. Apicella trying to work away from Tansy, sends it in. Blanchard tries to clear. It comes to Grable in the slot. He shoots, but it's deflected. Apicella in front. Save by Stars. Big save.
Big save by Stars as Andrew Grable had a clear shot up the middle, but he was blocked at the last second. Apicella able to get the rebound, went in, and out of nowhere, Stars just put out his stick and was able to trap it.
As you said, Grable had some room, but a good job by the Iona defense, able to get a stick on the puck at the last second and partially deflect the shot. 11:53 to go in the seconds. Cayano on for the faceoff along with Fish and Thaw. Tierney and Lepore on defense for New Rochelle. Cayano wins the faceoff, gets it to Tierney. Moves it along the boards. Iona trying to clear, blocked by Lepore at the line. Bunch of players involved, but we have a whistle as the referee lost sight of the puck. And play stops with 11:40 to go in the seconds.
Right there, the referees lost sight of the puck, but this has been a pretty smooth game penalty-wise. Each team has just one penalty against them, and no one has scored on the power play, obviously, with the score 0-0. So the coaches are happy that teams aren't taking stupid penalties.
So this is quite a contrast to the last New Rochelle game you probably saw against White Plains in a shootout contest that New Rochelle eventually won 10-6. Cayano moving down the slot has it knocked off his stick. That backhander by Lepore goes wide. Cayano takes it. He moves it back to Thaw. Thaw along the sideboards. Still controlling. Thaw looking, shooting. High off the glass. Behind the net it goes. Fish takes it. Fish still controlling. Fish comes out in front. Slides off his stick. Lepore takes it. His centering pass to Thaw. Saved by Stars, and he holds on. Josh Thaw with a backhander, but a big save by Joe Stars again.
Well, Josh Thaw, right after that play, went over to Vinny Bubbalo, the leading scorer, and gave him a little shot in the back. Bubbalo right now is on one knee, hasn't gotten up yet, and Thaw might have been a little upset as Bubbalo was tying him up as he tried to get that shot off, had to go to the backhand. Now Bubbalo's up, and he looks like he's all right.
Have to give Vinny Bubbalo a lot of credit. He's leading the league in scoring currently with 45 points, and he's getting a tremendous amount of ice time, which in one sense would help his goal scoring, but he has to be fatigued at certain points with the tremendous amount of ice time that he gets. Iona trying to clear, blocked by Tierney, goes back towards the circle. Iona set to clear this time. Lead pass for Bubbalo, misses connection with him, race for the puck as Tierney takes Bubbalo down and a penalty called. Tierney will be the man to go off. 10:43 to go in the seconds.
Well, that's a good point that you made, Mark, about Vinny Bubbalo. But I believe as a high school person, he wants to get scouted by colleges, and he'll want all the playing time, and he'll just condition a little bit better, so he's able to play pretty much a full game without being tired. We discussed that a little bit last night. Same situation with Rason Young, who's leading the league in scoring in basketball. And all the New Rochelle starters were taken out except for Young, and towards the end of the game when New Rochelle was winning. But he just wants to keep his point scoring streak up.
That's a good point. I apologize. Kevin Tierney not called for a penalty. Although he took Vinny Bubbalo down, apparently both players fell on top of the puck, and that's why play stopped. So my apologies. 10:40 to go in the second. Cayano on for the face-off against Bubbalo, who's still on the ice. Bubbalo wins the face-off to Albanese. He tries to clear, blocked by Zaffino at the line, but it comes out. Larcy sends it back in. Cayano will be offsides if he touches, so he clears out of the zone. Lead pass ahead for Bubbalo. Bubbalo on the breakaway. He waits, he shoots, he scores! Vinny Bubbalo puts Iona on top 1-0.
That's why he's the #1 scorer in the league. As he showed right there, he had the speed and he was able to get the shot right past Monteleone. Monteleone had no chance as it was a breakaway. 1-0 now Iona, and maybe we made the wrong decision in moving Danny Cavaney behind the Iona goal.
Though our New Rochelle fans would hope not. Vinny Bubbalo getting his 27th goal of the season. The New Rochelle coaching staff claims that Bubbalo was offsides, but I'm afraid I have to disagree from what I was able to tell. Bubbalo was just goal hanging at the blue line, and when the lead pass came to him, he moved in all alone, waited till Monteleone committed himself and got the shot off. So with 10:23 to go in the second period, Iona breaks out on top. The referee referee's still trying to explain things to Captain Mike Lepore at this point.
Well, the problem is, New Rochelle, as you said, thought Buffalo was offsides, and the ref was saying to them he wasn't offsides, and how can you make a call from the New Rochelle bench while you're almost 50 feet away while he was right on the play? So good point by the ref.
Absolutely. Here's Apicella. He gets a shot off. Stick save by Stars. Markham sends the puck the other way. Sharma trying to get free. Sharma takes it back. Has back pass deflected by Iona. And here comes Blanchard. Lepore trying to get back. Blanchard moving towards the net. Centering pass. Markham shoots. Save. Montreal rebound. Scores. Rich Tansey putting in the rebounds. And Iona comes on top 2-0.
Well, right there, Montleone made an initial good save, but Tansey was over there and was able to get the second opportunity, put it right past Montleone, who was still not back on his feet. And now it's 2-0, and New Rochelle might want to take a timeout just to regroup things, as they were still upset at the goal by Buffalo, as they thought he was offsides, and they weren't concentrating. And as I predicted, New Rochelle has taken a timeout, and they'll take this time just to talk things over, regroup, maybe change some defensive strategies.
Absolutely. Good call by both Jason and the coaching staff right there on the timeout. With this game scoreless for so long, and then New Rochelle giving up 2 quick goals within 30 seconds of one another. Coach Tozo right now just going with over a few things with his players, trying to get them to settle down, forget about the non-offsides call on Buffalo, and come out again, because New Rochelle does have more players. We may see New Rochelle getting an advantage towards the latter stages of the game, but they don't want to fall too far behind and have to rely on that if they want to win.
Well, I just want to warn you viewers, it's not your TV set, but Eitan right now, I don't know what he's trying to do, is getting some crazy shots of the disco ball above the Playland Ice Casino. So please stay tuned and don't think there's something wrong with the channel. So 9:54 remaining, second period, 2-0 Iona.
Both teams come back out onto the ice. New Rochelle will have Neil Sharma, Louis Apicella, and Andrew Grable on, along with Kevin Tierney and Mike Lepore. Iona going with Buffalo, Ryan, Spano, Negron, and Albanese. Sharma against Buffalo. Sharma wins it momentarily. Grable sends it ahead. Donahue, going for it, not Albanese. Donahue moves it ahead for Spano. Broken up by New Rochelle. Apicella takes it across the line. Lepore takes the puck. New Rochelle with an advantage right here. Gets it across to Apicella. Centering pass. Lepore trying to get the shot. Deflected off his stick. Tierney moving in. His shot deflected. Lepore going for it. Sharma takes it instead. Sharma tries to get it into the slot. Apicella trying to get his stick free. Tries a back pass, deflected by Iona. Iona still can't clear. Here's Grable. He shoots, saves, starts, rebound cleared aside. Spano able to clear it out to center. New Rochelle with some offensive pressure right there. Here's Ryan the other way. Ryan has it poked off his stick. Apicella coming in 1-on-3. Apicella still with it, but it's knocked away. Here's Andrew Grable, or Sharma, Iona clears it out. Larcy steps onto the ice and sends it in. Goes behind the net. Donahue going for it. Donahue takes it, sends it ahead, broken up by Vinci momentarily, but Iona regains control quickly. Spano sends it in. Larcy going for it, sends it back into the corner. Comes through to Spano. Spano has it poked away nicely by Richie Vinci. Here's Negron, his shot blocks in front. Iona trying to get the control of the puck again. Buffalo taken down by Tierney. But New Rochelle able to take it out to center. Here's Vinci along with Kevin Tierney. 2-on-1. Vinci carrying. Vinci shoots wide. Comes through to Lepore. Lepore trying to keep control. Taken by Donahue. And he's able to get it out to center. Sent back into the Iona ends. But we have a whistle for a penalty. Interference is the call. We'll see which team it's on. I believe it's on Iona.
Well, Iona right now is making some line changes, but since that last goal, or actually since the last timeout, New Rochelle made 2 or 3 line changes while Iona stayed with the same players. So New Rochelle has to look to capitalize on that advantage that they have. They have the fresh skaters on the ice, and they should be getting to the loose pucks, which they were in the beginning of the game. Right now, Iona has just been beating them to it, and that shows in the score as it's 2-0 Iona.
Speaking of getting to loose pucks, though, New Rochelle on the power play. Vinny Buffalo taking the interference penalty, so New Rochelle on the man advantage. Thaw fans on the shot. Kept in at the line by Tierney. Tierney with room. He shoots. Blocked in front. Thaw doesn't see it. And Iona's able to take control. Tansey able to clear it out.
Well, Mark, while those shots are going on, Zaccanino from Iona apparently injured his hand as he skated off the ice in a lot of pain, and we'll try and get word as to what his injury might be.
Tansey was taken down on that opportunity by Tierney. Cayano takes it across the line. Over to Lepore, taken by Thaw instead. Back for Lepore. Lepore sends it down to Fish. Fish moving in, drops it over for Thaw. Thaw behind the net. Tries a wraparound save by Stars. Goes behind the net. Tansey going for it. Comes into the corner. Fish takes it there. Back for Lepore. Lepore. Back to Fish. Lepore skates towards the net. Back pass for Cayano, and he misses it. Comes out to center. 7:05 to go in the second period.
Lack of concentration right there by Chris Cayano. Usually a heads-up player.
Here's Thaw moving in. He shoots. Saves. Stars. Rebound taken by Thaw. Another shot. Saves. Stars. Rebound cleared aside. Sorry to cut you off. Albanese takes the puck. New Rochelle still on the power play. Lepore unable to keep it in at the line, and it's taken at center by Tierney. Buffalo set to come back onto the ice, and the sides are evened up again. Here's Cayano taking it across the line. Drop pass for Apicella, but it's poked away by Tansey. Tierney takes it. Buffalo takes it back. Buffalo moving in on another breakaway. He waits. He shoots. Saved by Montleone. Big save.
Well, the ref doesn't give Monteleone the whistle, so he just throws it back into play as Apicella took it. Now Iona gets it. Big collision with Sharma and Buffalo. But what a snag. He looked like an infielder as Larcy brings it into Iona's zone.
He drops it back for Sharma, but it's taken back by Buffalo. As you just said, a big glove save by Team Monteleone right there, robbing Vinny Buffalo as he tried for a second goal of the game. Buffalo again slides it in front. It comes through the crease, but taken by Sharma. Spano on him. Spano takes over. Spano across for Ryan. His shot was deflected high. Buffalo takes the puck again. Back pass for Albanese. He shanked the shot. Tierney able to clear it out of the zone. Sharma, not Tierney, excuse me. Negron sends it the other way. Broken up by Sharma. Knocked off Sharma's stick by Ryan. Sharma has it again. Puck comes back to center. 5:39 to go in the second. Iona leading 2-0. Negron knocks down the puck. Sends it into New Rochelle's ends. Sharma takes over. Sharma brings it into the zone. Leaves it for Galliano. Galliano trying to get his stick free. Tansey takes the puck. Gets it over to Donahue, and Donahue clears out to center.
Well, right now, New Rochelle made another line change while Iona just does one player at a time as a shot on net is stopped by Stars. And Coach Tozo is favoring right now another shot blocked. The Grable, Apicella, and Sharma line as they've seen a lot of time, and that might be to Apicella's great goal scoring in the games that he's been back from his injury.
Absolutely. Since Apicella has come back from his injury, he's worked very well with centerman Neil Sharma. Those two players combined for 12 points in the game against White Plains, but here comes Tansey on the breakaway. Tansey moving in. He gets a shot off and scores. Rich Tansey with his second goal of the game.
All of Iona's goals, except for one, have been breakaway goals. Buffalo had one. The other goal that Iona scored, it was a breakaway, and then they got the rebound in. So New Rochelle is playing a good game, but they're letting down on the defense, and that might be by they're concentrating too much on the offense. So as Danny Jackson and I always say in basketball, I'm sure Mark says it, defense wins games. If New Rochelle plays better defense, they'll be able to score.
Rich Tansey getting his second game to put Iona on top, 3-0. Laporte for Thaw. Tansey unassisted. Laporte was trying to get back on that breakaway. Here's Fish with the puck, gets it back to Thaw. Thaw trying to get away from Negron. Thaw takes control, but we have a whistle for a penalty. Chris Cayano was taken down in front of the Iona net. So New Rochelle will go back on the power play, and this is really an important situation for them right here. Sal Zaccanino, or excuse me, Albanese, Chris Albanese going off. So New Rochelle back on the power play.
Well, this is only the third penalty of the game, second on Iona. As we wait to see what the call is. A minute and a half for roughing is the call. So New Rochelle will have the power play. And as we said, they're 0 for 2 so far, and they 0 for 1 actually. They look to capitalize on this.
Coach Chozo putting on Cayano, Fish, and Thaw. Tierney and Laporte for the power play. Here's Laporte with the puck. He gets it back for Thaw. Laporte going for it. Iona trying to clear. And Bubbalo is able to lift it out to center momentarily, but we have a whistle. We'll see what the call is. Maybe coincidental minors. Laporte stepping off for New Rochelle. We'll see if someone from Iona steps off. And doesn't look as if anyone will be. So that should even up the size at 4. Iona should eventually come away with a brief power play.
Their power play will only be for about 20 seconds when they get it. And we're still waiting for what the call is. As the refs are sorting it out with the official scores, they're making sure they have the right call and the right players coming off the ice. Now they are saying what Mark originally said, that it is coincidental minors, and they're calling for number 16 to come off the ice.
Mike Ryan now skating towards the penalty box for his penalty, so New Rochelle will remain on the power play. New Rochelle will be skating 4 on 3, or so it would appear. So New Rochelle on the power play for what should be an additional minute 10 or so. Okay, New Rochelle skating 5 on 4 as each team brings another player onto the ice. It's a little confusing, the rules, as to what the situation will be if coincidental minors are calls when one team's on the power play.
Well, the calls were Ryan went off for a minute and a half for elbowing. Laporte went off for a minute and a half for slashing. So that's what the calls are after the refs finally sorted it out.
Fish gets it behind the net to Thaw. Thaw winds it around the boards. Varsity moving in. Spano trying to take control, and he's able to get it out to center. Tierney fires right back in, off the boards. Negron going for it. Negron with room, able to clear it all the way down. Varsity going for it. Montleone leaves it. Cayano goes for it. Cayano kicks it ahead. About 30 seconds or so to go in the New Rochelle power play. Cayano, lead pass for Fish. Fish takes it across the line. Fish still with it. Spano trying to take control. Thaw with it, gets the shot off. Kick saved by Stars. Donahue winds the puck around the boards. Cayano takes it. He gets it over to Fish. Fish with room. He shoots. Saved by Stars, and he holds on.
Stars stayed on his feet right there, and that was what was very important, as he was able to block it with his pads and then sit on it as Tansey comes back on for Iona.
New Rochelle should be on the power play for another 6 seconds or so as Iona changes right now. Iona leading 3-0. New Rochelle has Sharma, Hurley, and Apicella on, along with Tierney and Larcy. Sharma will take the face-off. Sharma wins it over to Hurley. Hurley shoots, deflected wide. Around the boards it goes. Tierney takes it. He lays a hit on Markham. Tierney takes it again in the corner, gets it behind the net to Apicella. Apicella tries to get a centering pass, but Iona breaks it up, and they're able to clear, but a penalty calls right beforehand.
Well, there are only 5 seconds remaining on the first Iona penalty as Albanese was set to come back on the ice, and we'll wait to see what the call is here as Donahue comes off for Iona.
Sean Donahue stepping off, and it looks as if New Rochelle will be going back on the power play again. They'll be skating 5 on 3 for an addition for 5 seconds or so. I miscalculated somewhere. 2:49 to go in the seconds. Hi, Steve. We'll just try and get things straightened out for you.
Well, the official word on the first penalty in Albanese is there are 2 more seconds before he comes on, so New Rochelle will have a 5 on 3 for 2 seconds. So Donahue comes off a minute and a half for elbowing. That's what the call is. As this game in the first period was going pretty fast, as Danny Jackson likes to say, a barn burner. But the second period has been marred by penalties, and it's slowed down a lot.
Okay, so New Rochelle will be skating 5 on 3 for 2 seconds, at which point Albanese will come back onto the ice, and it'll be 5 on 4 for a minute 28. Here's Larcy with the puck. Larcy takes it across, but he's offsides. New Rochelle going with Larcy, Apicella, Tierney, Hurley, and Sharma. And Iona now going with Blanchard, Negron, Tanzia, and Bubbalo, I believe.
This past minute of play has been more like 5 minutes, as whistles have been for offsides and penalties. So let's hope the players can sort things out and get a smooth game going once again.
Here's Hurley starting to rush up ice. Hurley takes it across the line. He's moving towards the net. His shot's deflected. Hurley takes it back behind the net. Larcy calling for it. Hurley looking. Hurley centering pass deflected in front. Apicella shot high. May have been partially deflected. Hurley trying to get his stick free. Apicella doesn't see the puck. Negron trying to clear. Blocked by Larcy, but it comes out. Tierney takes over at center. Pass ahead for Sharma. He sends it in. Iona trying to clear. Tanzi able to sweep it out of the zone. Tierney's got it. He bangs it off the boards to Apicella. He misses connection, and it's sent all the way down by Markham. Montleone leaves it for Tierney. Tierney takes it. His outlet pass for Apicella misses connection, and it goes all the way down. This will be an icing call. No, icing waved off. Apicella going for the puck. Apicella trying to come away with it, takes it in the corner. Apicella centering pass comes through to Larcy. One-timer goes wide. Behind the net, Hurley going for it. Hurley doesn't see it. He was trying to get control. Sharma tries to get it back to Hurley. Slides in front, and it's held against the post by Starst. 1:22 to go in the second period.
Starst is handling himself rather well in goal. All the pressure New Rochelle is putting on, he's standing up to it and making the saves when it counts, as he's shut them out so far, which not many teams have done to New Rochelle this year.
Absolutely. New Rochelle actually has yet to be shut out for an entire game so far this year. They've been held to 1 goal in the past. Their second game of the season, Niskayuna beat them 7-1. But New Rochelle's offense has been going very well lately. They've scored 16 goals in the last 3 games. And the layoff may be hurting them right here. They haven't played in nearly 2 weeks, and they may not have their skating legs going for them tonight.
And also their shots have been off because they've had the opportunity, so that just might be a little rustiness of their shooting angles.
Donahue back on the ice, and Iona's killed off their penalty. Sides evened up at 5 with a minute 8 to go in the seconds. Tierney takes the puck. Delayed penalty upcoming on Iona. New Rochelle will go back on the power play as Montleone skates towards the net. Tierney, and it's deflected by Spano, but even if the puck had gone in the net, wouldn't have counted because there was a delayed penalty coming up on Iona. We have 55 seconds to go in the seconds, and it looks like we have a penalty for Donahue coming onto the ice too soon.
Yeah, that's what the Iona coach is complaining about, that the scoring table told Donahue to come out too soon, according to what the ref thought he should have come out. So now the 2 refs will converge and decide what to do. A smart play by Monteleone as he was trying to get off the ice because he knew it was a delayed penalty coming up, and that way it would give New Rochelle 1 skater advantage.
That would be a too many men on the ice penalty if it is called. So we'll see how it's played. 55 seconds to go in the seconds. Iona leading 3-0. And the face-off looks like it'll be back at center ice. No one stepped into the box for Iona yet. So it looks like we'll be skating 5-on-5.
Well, apparently the ref went over, spoke with Coach Tozo. I think the call might have been that after discussing with the scoring table, the ref made the wrong call, and he blew the whistle inadvertently. So they'll just have a face-off in center ice, and no penalties will be called.
Iona wins that face-off. Lapora goes for it along the sideboards. Spano trying to take control. Comes to center. Here's Fish moving in 1-on-2. Fish loses control, and it's taken back by Iona. Thaw takes over. Thaw skating towards the net. Goes behind the net instead. Thaw still with the puck. Thaw with the centering pass. Cayano gets the shot off. Saves Starst. Rebound goes wide. But now a penalty calls on Iona as Albanese looks like he'll be called for roughing with 31 seconds to go in the seconds.
So he'll be out for the rest of this period. As Albanese doesn't know what he did as he talks That's the official saying what I do.
So New Rochelle with yet another power play opportunity. They haven't been able to convert of yet. And right now, if New Rochelle wants to have a chance in the third period, they really should have to convert on this power play. Try and get some momentum going into the third period when fatigue may hurt some of the Iona players. New Rochelle going with Thaw, Apostella, and Cayano, Tierney, and Lepore. Centering pass, Apostella's shot. There's another shot that's covered up by Stars. Joe Stars with a couple of big saves right there.
Stars is just showing good form tonight. He knows when to stand up. He knows when to get down on the ice. And he's just been shutting New Rochelle out, plain and simple. And 20 seconds left. New Rochelle should get one more goal if they want to be satisfied with this period.
Iona wins that face-off. Donahue with the puck. Wraps it around the boards. Taken by Lepore. Lepore trying to keep it in, but he can't do it. Taken back at center. Here's Bubbalo trying to get by Tierney. Bubbalo moving in 2-on-1. Bubbalo waiting. Gets it across, but it just misses connection with Spano, and it slides all the way through. New Rochelle clears it all the way down. And we have simultaneous icing and end of the period calls, with Iona having scored 3 times in the seconds.
That would have been devastating for New Rochelle if Bubbalo was able to score a shorthanded goal with 1 second. So shots on goal for that period. New Rochelle had 14, Iona only had 9. And we'll wrap things up now for this period.
Okay, so as Jason just said, we're going to step outside for a moment. When you come back, you'll see the third period. Remember, you're watching Cable 36, New Rochelle's hockey station.
When friends don't stop friends from drinking and driving. Friends die from drinking and driving. Friends die from drinking and... Friends don't let friends drive drunk.
Welcome back. New Rochelle and Iona entering the third period of play, with Iona holding a 3-0 lead. And while we have the opportunity, we'll bring you a quick scoring summary, brought to you courtesy of the Todd and Aton Show, some after-school special.
After School with Todd and Aton is the title, but that might change because they're still in the pre-production stages. And for Iona, who was the only team to score, Rich Tansey had 2 goals, and Vinny Bubbalo, the leading scorer in the league, had a breakaway goal for Iona's first goal. So it's 3-0, and we'd like to thank Todd and Aton for sponsoring this week's scoring summary.
New Rochelle will be on the power play for the first 59 seconds of the third period, as Chris Albanese sits out the remainder of his penalty. New Rochelle going with Neil Fish, Chris Cayano, Josh Thaw, Kevin Tierney, and Mike Lepore for the power play. Iona going with Spano, Bubbalo, Negron, and Donahue, I believe. Off one by Iona. Here's Donahue. He sends it ahead. Lepore breaks it up. Mike Ryan on the ice, excuse me. Puck goes back behind the New Rochelle net. Kevin Tierney takes it there. Bubbalo on him. Tierney sends it across to Lepore. Lepore starting up ice. Lepore gets it out of the zone. Connects with Fish. His pass broken up by Spano. Spano takes it back. 30 seconds to go in the New Rochelle power play. Here's Tierney at center. Tierney drives it in, goes behind the Iona net. Deflects on goal, but it's dicked aside by Stars. Sent back into the corner. Fish takes it there. Fish trying to get control. He's got Ryan on him. Fish goes down. Ryan comes away with the puck. Puck sent up the boards. Tierney pinching to try and keep it in, but it's swept out by Spano. Lepore sends the puck the other way. Thaw has his pass deflected by Spano. Thaw tries it again, and he sends it in. Behind the Iona net it goes. And that does it for the New Rochelle power play as Albany steps back onto the ice and sides are evened up at 5. That clearing attempt was blocked momentarily by Zappino, but it comes out. Here's Bubbalo 2-on-1 with Spano on his left. Bubbalo across for Spano. Spano moving in. He shoots and scores. Lenny Spano.
Spano and Bubbalo did the 2-on-1 breakaway perfectly as Spano was took the good pass from Bublo, was able to get the shot off. Monteleone a little too slow in his reaction. New Rochelle finds itself in a very deep hole, a situation they didn't want to be in starting the third period. 4-0 now. They have an uphill battle to fight, and it's going to be tough for the Huguenots, as Iona has been playing good defense, and they have great goaltending tonight by Stars.
The only thing New Rochelle really has going for them at this point is the fatigue factor that we talked about before. Iona only with 10 skaters, and New Rochelle has to hope right now that those skaters will be tired in the latter stages of the game. And New Rochelle, with fresh skaters on the ice, will have to hope to try and take advantage of that. Time of the goal, 1:14. Iona with a 4-0 lead. Here's Apicella taking it across the line, unable to keep control, and it's taken by Albanese. Albanese sends it ahead. Grable moves it back into the corner. Behind the net it goes. Sharma going for it. He's hooked at, but nothing called. Sharma fighting in the corner, but Iona breaks it up and they clear it out. Tanzi misses connection with Markham. Markham sends it into the New Rochelle end before being hit by Sharma. Behind the net, Larcy. Now Blanchard takes the puck. New Rochelle trying to get it away from him. Sharma takes control in the corner. Sharma moves it ahead, and Apicella is able to take it out. Apicella takes control. Apicella skating quickly up ice. Takes it across the line. Apicella still with it, has it slide off his stick, sticked aside by Stars. Tierney bangs it off the boards, down for Grable. Grable moving into the slot, can't get the shot off. Iona breaking it up again, and here comes Blanchard breaking out. Iona 3-on-2, Blanchard carrying. Blanchard takes the shot on goal, but it goes wide. Taken by Tierney. 12:30 to go in the third period. Tierney taken down, nothing called. Apicella has it go off his stick. Apicella has it back. Apicella leaves it, but it's broken up by Ryan. Now Hurley is taken down and a penalty called. Penalty upcoming on Iona, and as Bubalo touches the puck and gets the shot, play stops with 12:13 to go in the third period.
Well, Hurley was taken down, and New Rochelle will go on the power play, but as of yet, no team has scored on the power play as Donahue comes off. 12:13 remaining in the third period. 4-0 Iona.
New Rochelle 0 for 4 on the power play so far, and New Rochelle really has to take advantage of this opportunity right here if they want to come back. Iona going with Bubalo, Spano, Ryan, and Albanese to try and kill it off. New Rochelle going with Cayano, Fishenthal, Tierney, and Lepore, and Larcy. As the puck was deflected momentarily into the New Rochelle bench, play stops again with 12:09 to go in the third.
The penalty called on Donahue was interference, so he'll be off for a minute and a half.
Still a minute 27 to go in the New Rochelle power play. Cayano against Bubalo for the faceoff. Here's Larcy with the puck. He sends ahead, lead pass for Thaw. He's onside. He's moving towards the net. He shoots, saves, Starks, rebound, he covers it. Joey Starks with another big save to keep New Rochelle off the scoreboard.
Starks right there elected to stay on his feet, and that proved to be a good choice as Thaw went high and he was able to stop it up by the chest and then cover up.
Joey Starks has made a number of big saves. None of them have been all that spectacular, but he's been there when the Irish have needed him. And New Rochelle is still yet to see him defeated. Here's Lepore with the puck. Lepore's still with it. He goes down, and Iona's able to clear it out to center. All the way down it goes. Larcy going for it. Spano chasing him. Larcy in the corner. Spano trying to take it away. Lepore goes for it. He misses it. Larcy. Bubalo sends it back into the corner. Lepore takes it there. And we have a whistle right now for a penalty. Interference is the call. And we'll see which team it's on. I believe it's on New Rochelle. Mike Larcy is stepping into the box for interference, so the sides will be skating at 4 apiece right now.
Larcy, upset at that call, had a grin on his face, probably a cynical grin at the ref's call as he went off and had some words for the ref.
Okay, sorry.
Don't worry about that, but as Coach Toza was yelling at him, so he didn't get an extra call on him. So it is 1.5 minutes for interference.
Okay, so Scott will be skating for a side right now for the next 50 seconds, at which point Albanese or Donahue will be coming back onto the ice, and Iona will have a 40-second power play. Tanzi sends it into the New Rochelle ends. It's taken there by Tierney. Tierney sends it out for Lepore. Lepore leads Apicella. Apicella works his way by Albanese. He's moving towards the net. Apicella has it knocked off his stick, and Tansey takes over for Iona. Iona able to clear it out. Here's Tierney. Tansey on him. Tansey still can't take control, but Tierney breaks it up. Tierney has it go off Sharma's stick. New Rochelle 2-on-2. Sharma sends it in. Apicella trying to get control. He's moving towards the net. He shoots, saves, starts. Rebound goes behind the net. Apicella still with it. Now it's taken back by Tansey. Tansey moving in against Tierney. Poked off his stick. Tansey goes down. Zaffino takes the puck. His clearing attempt blocked by Blanchard. Goes back into the corner. Apicella going for it there. So is Tansey. Blanchard and Zaffino now fighting for it. Tansey digging, comes away with it behind the net. Centering pass. Comes all the way through. Negron moving in. His shot deflected. Blanchard going for it. Blanchard along the sideboards. He's hit by Apicella and Sharma. Puck knocked loose. Apicella trying to clear. And he comes out. New Rochelle 2-on-2. Apicella carrying. Apicella takes it across the line. And he's ridden out by Negron. Negron and Apicella in the corner. Sent up the boards. Ryan going for it. Taken instead by Sharma. But it's poked off his stick and sent all the way down. Tierney going for it. Ryan chasing him. Behind the net. Tierney still with it. Tierney gets it out again. Over to Kurt Worrell. Off his stick. Donahue able to clear it out. Iona with the man advantage right now. Here's Bubbalo with the puck. Bubbalo shoots. Saved by Montleone. Goes back into the corner. Bubbalo going for it along with Vinci. Bubbalo takes it. Bubbalo centering pass comes all the way through and out of the zone. Starr leaves it for Donahue. Skating 5 aside right now. Neglected to mention that Vinci takes down Albanese. Vinci again, centering pass, misses connection with Zaffino. Kurt Worrell goes for it. He shoots, deflected high and out of play.
That puck almost hit our remote cameraman, Danny Caminey, on the head as he was woken up out of his sleep. And the puck right now is just going up the ice, down the ice. No team has been able to get an advantage after the 4th goal by Iona. And goaltenders are doing a good job. And no team has taken any opportunities. They're getting good shots, but they're not converting them.
New Rochelle puts on Cayano, Fish, and Thaw, along with Lepore and Larcy. Cayano wins it, but Ryan takes it right back. Now Lepore works it away from Ryan. Iona has it back. Iona 3-on-2. Here's Spano carrying. He takes it across. Spano trying to work his way by Larcy. Skating towards the net. Centering pass in front. It's covered up by Montleone. Cleared aside now. Bubbalo takes the puck. He leaves it at the line for Negron, but Larcy's able to clear it out. Thaw gets it across for Fish. Fish going for it. Fish leaves it for Cayano, but it was far behind him. Now Thaw takes over back at center. Taken by Bubbalo. Here's Bubbalo. He shoots wide of the net. Just informed now that Montleone has been hooked out of the game. Andy Cayano is now in the nets for New Rochelle. Lepore has it swept away from him. Larcy going for it. Ryan hits him. Fish goes for the puck. Fish takes it behind the net. He bangs it off the boards. Chris Cayano takes it. He tries to clear it ahead, but it was deflected by the referee. Fish and Ryan fighting for it. Chris Cayano takes over. Cayano takes it across the line. Leaves it for Thaw. Deflects it off his stick. Tierney tries to keep it in. He does, but Iona's able to clear it right back out. Here's Donahue. Donahue brings it across. Wrists it towards the net, and it's gloved by Andy Cayano. He drops it behind the net for Tierney. Tierney fires into the crowd and out of play with 7:41 to go in the third.
Well, Mark, we weren't aware that Andy Cayano came on after Iona's 4th goal. We were concentrating on something else. But once again, Tozo is showing he's not afraid to hook Montleone if he's not giving a good performance. All in all, I think Montleone was doing a good job. It was just a lack of defense this game. But 4 goals is a lot of goals, and coach is going for a change, maybe to spark up the team as Cayano has come in.
Absolutely. I think that would have to be the case. 2 of those goals were breakaway goals that you can't really fault Montleone for. Montleone also made a great save, robbing Vinny Bubbalo on a 2nd breakaway. So I think that Coach Tozo was obviously trying to spark this New Rochelle team. New Rochelle's game against White Plains, when Montleone was hooked, that turns out to be the turning point of the game as New Rochelle went on to score 4 unanswered goals and beat White Plains. Here's Markham in the slot. He's shot, deflected, and there's a shot that was deflected, and it doesn't go in. Rich Tansey took that shot.
Well, Tansey took the shot. Cayano, who was lying on his back, put his stick out across, and he was able to stop the puck from going in, and then the net came off as Ryan Savino, I believe, crashed into the net, and it came unhooked. And Tansey slow in getting up, but now he's up and skating.
So a big save right there by Andy Cayano, reaching back, as you said, to block Rich Tansey. And all Tansey had to do right there to get his hat trick would be to lift the puck over Cayano, who had fallen down. But he wasn't able to do so, so Iona still leading 4-0 with 7:07 to go in the third. Richie Vinci now unhappily stepping into the penalty box. So Iona goes back on the power play. They have Bubalo, Ryan, Spano, Albanese, and Negron on for the power play. Hurley on for the face-off for New Rochelle. New Rochelle has Hurley, Lepore, Larcy, and Galliano on. That quick shot was sticked aside by Montleone, goes into the corner. Galliano and Bubalo fighting for it. Galliano fires around the other side. Hurley going for it, and he's able to chip it out of the zone. Hurley going for it, race for the puck. Hurley going for it, but it's knocked away by Stars. Good play. Stars races back to the net. Here's Ryan the other way. Ryan leaves it for Bubalo. Now Spano. Spano with room. He shoots high off the glass. Bubalo takes it behind the net. Lepore going for it. Galliano there. Galliano with the hit. Albanese shoots wide. Around the boards it goes. Bubalo.
Well, Mark, although the PA announcer is a little muffled, if I understood him correctly...
Here's Bubalo, excuse me. Centering pass blocked by Larcy. Good play. Albanese sends it down. It goes into the corner where Bubalo takes it. Centering pass, Spano deflects it on goal, and it's covered up by Cayano. Now, about what you were saying before, Jason.
If I understood him correctly, Richie Vinci had a 10-minute misconduct penalty called against him. Big blow for New Rochelle. As he's sitting out in the penalty box, he's very upset, throwing his glove and his stick, punching the walls of the box.
So the Huguenots will be without his services for what will be the remainder of the game. Iona still on the power play. Tierney able to escape the zone, fighting to get control of the puck. Tierney's got Apicella on his left. Tierney still with it. Tierney wrist shot, saves, Stars, rebound goes into the corner. Ryan takes it there. Sharma on him. Ryan clears it out. Misses connection with Spano. Goes all the way down. Larcy going for it. Larcy in the corner. Taking a step by Bubalo. Bubalo backhand shot. Save Cayano. Rebound Spano. He's hooked down. Nothing called. Spano tries to get back up again. He's fighting against Larcy to get his stick free. Larcy fires around the other way. Sharma takes it. Knocked aside by Ryan. Ryan with the puck. Centering pass covered up by Cayano. Play stops with 5:26 to go in the third period. Iona leading 4-0.
Well, Andy Cayano doing a good job there as he was thrust into the spotlight in this varsity game. And he had a couple good saves. He's making some adjustments on his skate. So 5:26 remaining, 4-0 Iona. New Rochelle has to start scoring now, or they might as well concede this contest.
Absolutely. Iona's penalty killing unit so far, I would think, would have to be the story of the game, stopping New Rochelle on numerous chances. New Rochelle's 0 for 4, or 0 for 5 now on the power play, I believe. And that's probably hurt New Rochelle most. This will be an offsides if New Rochelle touches. And as Apicella hits the puck, the faceoff will be outside the Iona ends. 5:12 to go in the third period. Iona up by 4.
Andrew Grable, just back on the ice, brought the puck up along the right side, and he was skating a little bit too fast, so he decided to send the puck in. Apicella touched it, offsides New Rochelle.
Andrew Grable going for the puck now, takes it across the line, broken up by Iona. Markham able to clear it out. Taken at center by Tierney, waits for his teammates to get back on sides, then drives the puck in. Stars leaves it for Donahue. He winds it around the boards. Blanchard going for it, Grable on him. Blanchard loses his stick. He kicks the puck ahead, and his teammates are able to clear. All the way down it goes. Tierney going for it. Markham on him, but we have an icing call on the play. 4:41 to go in the third. New Rochelle being shut out right now has a few streaks on the line. They haven't been shut out in any of the 13 games they've played this season, or 14 games, I should say. And Neil Fish who's been playing very well for New Rochelle lately and has 2 goals in each of his last 2 games, is in danger of having his 4-game goal-scoring streak snapped.
Well, Mark, one thing we said in the pregame and we've said throughout is the fatigue factor might come in, but so far Iona does not look like they're fatigued as Stars makes a good stop after the faceoff got loose. And they seem lively on the ice. They're getting to the loose pucks, and they're just out-hustling New Rochelle, as is shown as they had a couple breakaway goals.
Absolutely. Iona playing a marvelous game so far, not showing any of the signs of fatigue that New Rochelle had hoped they would show. Thaw gets a soft shot that was sticked aside by Stars. Here's Albanese with the puck. Albanese tries to lift it ahead, broken up. Tansey tries to clear, and he does. Back at center, it's taken by Tierney. Tierney with Markham on him, lifts it ahead, off the glass, and all the way down. Fish going for it. Fish takes it. Albanese on him. Fish tries the other side. Cayano goes for it. Cayano centering pass taken by Tansey. In front, just deflected wide by Thaw. Big hit by Fish there, and Negron tries to clear. He gets it ahead, kept in at the line by Cayano. Cayano sends it the other way, off the glass. Negron in the corner. Thaw with a hit on him. Negron still with it, sends it ahead. Tierney at the line. One times it wide of the net. Fish going for it along with Blanchard. Fish sends it back towards the corner. Cayano takes it. He's hit by Albanese. Albanese tries to clear again. Tierney going for it. Tierney sends it back into the corner. New Rochelle with some pressure right now, but they're not able to get the shots off. Fish behind the net against Albanese. Cayano, centering pass. Laporte going for it. His shot deflected. Saved by Stars. Rebound save Stars behind the net. Blanchard goes for it. Penalty upcoming on Iona. And as the Irish touch up, Albanese looks like he'll be going off.
Well, Albanese just put a wrestling move on Chris Cayano, who's slow in getting up, as he tore him down to the ice and then sat on top of him. As Cayano slowly getting up. Cayano not one of the bigger players on New Rochelle team, so if he takes a hit, it could be quite painful for him against some of the bigger players like Albanese. But Cayano seems to be all right as he's adjusting his helmet.
Chris Albanese stepping into the penalty box for Iona. So New Rochelle will have yet another power play opportunity. They're 0 for 5 so far.
1.5 minutes for holding is the call on Albanese. He was holding, roughing, and all sorts of things to Cayano, but the refs decide to pick just one. So right now the sides are even up at 4. Actually, 5 on 4, excuse me.
So New Rochelle back on the power play as Sharma, Laporte, Apicella, and Hurley on the ice. Laporte with the puck, moving towards the net. His shot deflects high off the glass. Around the boards it goes. Tierney unable to keep it in. And at center, he tries to get it through to Hurley, taken by Sharma instead. Sharma keeps control. Takes it across the line, taken down. Apicella goes for the puck. He shoots, he scores! Louis Apicella! With his 17th goal of the season, it's a power play goal.
Finally, New Rochelle is able to get a shot going in. They had these shot opportunities throughout the game, and they just weren't able to get a good angle. Apicella right there had a rather tough angle, but was able to blast it past Stars for New Rochelle's first goal of the game. We'll have to call Danny Jackson to find out Apicella's goals per game count, and we hope Danny's home right now.
Hopefully. Unless Apicella, though, is able to get another 2 goals this game, he will see his average go down. Larcy going for the puck, so is Bubalo. Larcy takes it, and we have a whistle for a penalty. Tierney will be going off. Interference is the call, I believe. 2:47 to go in the third period.
Well, I just got the call from Danny. He's very punctual with his calls, and he says the average has now gone up to 2.5 goals per game. Mark checking his math.
Okay, so Apicella on an amazing streak right now. Scored 7 goals in his last 2 games. And he scored, I believe, 10 goals in his last 4. So Apicella, who seems to be healthy for New Rochelle right now, is finally starting to get New Rochelle's offense going. New Rochelle called for roughing there.
That penalty on Tierney as he steps out and talks with Vinci, who's still serving his misconduct penalty.
That shot by Spano was deflected. Buffalo going for the puck as Iona's on the power play. Laporte in the corner. Buffalo takes the puck, gets it back to Donahue. His wrist shot wide. Thaw going for it. He's able to clear it out of the zone momentarily. No, he wasn't. But now it's cleared out as Thaw is able to do it the second time round. Rochelle with the puck. Here's Thaw on the breakaway. Thaw moving towards the net. He shoots. Saved by Starks, and he holds on.
What a save by Joey Starks. As Thaw was on the breakaway, Starks kept his composure, got the block, and then it went up in the air. Thaw had another opportunity, but Starks was able to cover it up. Great play by him, as it's still 4-1 Iona.
Big save by Joey Starks right there. As Jason just said, Thaw moved in on the breakaway. Starks made the initial save, and as the puck deflected into the air, both Thaw and Cayano were waiting for it, trying to get a swat at it as it came down, but Starks was able to hold on and keep the score 4-1. Iona still on the power play. Iona breaking out 3-on-1 here. Spano across for Buffalo. Buffalo moving in. He shoots. Saved by Cayano, and he holds on.
No goal, as some of the Iona players are questioning that. But Cayano made a good save. The force of the shot made him fall backwards a little bit, but he didn't cross the line, so no goal. Face off in the Rochelle end.
2:05 to go in the third period. Iona leading 4-1, and the Irish are still on the power play. Apicella on for the face-off against Buffalo. Buffalo wins it to Spano. His shot deflected into the corner. Zaffino has a hit late on him, able to get the puck around the boards to Negron. Zaffino with a hit there. Comes back to the near corner. Apicella tries to clear. He bangs it off the boards and out. Negron with the puck. Hit for Ryan. Apicella breaks it up. Here's Apicella on the right side, taking it across the line, but Iona able to break things up. Here's Spano, one-on-one against Larcy. Spano, as Buffalo joins the play. Spano, backhander, scores! Lenny Spano gets his second goal of the game.
Well, the key to that play was Mike Larcy fanning on the lock attempt. As Spano was coming into the zone, Larcy tried to swipe it from him, but completely missed. Spano just continued on forward and was able to get a backhand shot off against Cayano. 5-1 now. Doesn't look good for the Huguenots with only 1:33 remaining.
If New Rochelle should go on to lose this game, it's a non-league game, so it won't hurt their league standings at all. But they will watch their overall record fall to 6-8-1 on the season. And they've still yet to win a game in there outside the league. So New Rochelle down by 4 with 1:33 to go. New Rochelle's next game will be on Monday, February 3rd against the Pelham Pelicans. And that'll be an important game. Pelham only one game behind New Rochelle in the standings right now. And so Pelham's hoping to beat New Rochelle and grab a share of first place. Tanzi loses the face-off from Galliano. Laporte takes the puck down the right side. Laporte skating towards the net. Has it knocked off his stick. Now Chris Zaffino. But Iona's able to clear. Pete Powers misses. Goes all the way down. Still rolling. Cayano leaves it. Here's a shot and scores! That was Dave Markham. 6-1 Iona, and that was just some careless play on New Rochelle's part.
Yeah, that shows the inexperience of Andy Cayano as he waited for the puck to come to him. If he was going to make the play on the puck, he should have come out and cleared it all the way down, or he should have stayed back in the net and let one of the defensemen handle it. But he stayed where he was, let the puck roll to him, and when he wasn't able to handle it, Iona was able to put it right past him since he was way out of position.
Exactly. That's just a communication problem between Andy Cayano and Mike Laporte. And in that situation, it's the job of the goaltender, Cayano in this case, to tell the defenseman what he wants to do with the puck. So as they had the miscommunication, Dave Markham took advantage, and he was able to get it in the net for a 5-goal lead. 53 seconds now to go in the game.
As the puck just flew into the Iona bench. So that was an unassisted goal by Markham. 6-1 Iona, 52 seconds left.
Mike Laporte stepping into the penalty box right now. Apicella there also, so Iona's on the power play again. And right now, New Rochelle is just getting kind of frustrated. Iona's yet to show any of the fatigue factors that they hoped they would show. Laporte called for cross-checking, so Iona's skating 5-on-4. for what should be the remainder of the game. Here's Iona with a puck 2-on-2. Tansey carrying. Now 3-on-2 as Blanchard joins the play. Tansey hooked down. Centering pass taken by Tierney. His pass ahead for Chris Zaffino. Successful. Tierney takes it back, bangs it off the boards. Markham goes down. Now Kurt Worrell with the puck. Worrell sends it ahead, blocked by Tansey. Tansey going for it. Trying for a hat trick. Centering attempt blocked by Tierney. Tansey has it again. Behind the net. Trying to come out in front. Centering pass blocked in front. That shot by Albanese saved by Cayano, and he holds on with 12 seconds to go.
Good extension shown there by Cayano as he stretched out a bit to block that with his leg, and then he decides to cover up. Now the clock went down a little bit more, so 10 seconds left. Playing tricks here on Mark Lerman. And 6-1, looks like Iona has this one all wrapped up, as the face-off is pretty much meaningless unless Tansey can steal the face-off and get a hat trick.
Tansey wins the face-off, but he's unable to get the shot. 5 seconds to go in the game. Markham going for the puck. Chris Zaffino hits him. The puck comes out of the zone, and that'll do it. Iona scoring 3 goals in that period to New Rochelle's 1, which brings the overall score to 6-1 in favor of the Irish. We're going to take a timeout right now, and we'll be back with the post-game show. Remember, you're watching Cable 36, New Rochelle's hockey station.
We've got traffic back
Come
up.
on.
Slow all the way to Metro.
Gotta get out of here.
Standing still.
What were you thinking of?
Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
How fast were you going?
You must have had a good reason to ignore the speed limit. So why can't you answer their questions?
What's gonna happen to Grandma?
Welcome back for the post-game show. I'm Mark Lerman along with Jason Goldklang. New Rochelle just dropping a 6-1 decision to the Iona Prep Irish, and what really may have hurt New Rochelle the most was the nearly 2-week layoff.
Yeah, they looked a little rusty out there. It wasn't so much bad goaltending by Monteleone and Cayano. It was just defensive breakdowns at times, as Iona had numerous breakaway attempts, and they converted on a couple. Now for a quick scoring summary brought to you by the Todd and Aton Afternoon Special. 2 goals for Spano, 2 for Tansey, 1 for Vinny Bubalo, and 1 for Markham. And the lone New Rochelle goal was scored by Lou Apicella, who's increased his goals per game to 2.5 per game. Very impressive.
Absolutely. You have to give Apicella a lot of credit. New Rochelle watching their 3-game winning streak snapped as they lost by 5 goals to the Iona Prep Irish. And that about does it for our coverage of here of New Rochelle versus Iona. New Rochelle's next game will be Monday against the Pelham Pelicans. Until then, for Jason Goldklang, this is Mark Lerman. Once again, the final score, Iona 6, New Rochelle 1. You've been watching this game on Cable 36, New Rochelle's hockey station.